Marshall, go ahead. Lee, you started.
Marshall, what up, man? Shalom, Marshall. Huh? How you was lonely, brother? You must have been lonely all day yesterday. Yeah, Leah's in here. Say what's up, Leah.
Hey, best friend.
That was corny, by the way.
Wow. Wowzers.
Yeah, man.
Or everybody else lurking.
You're the only one in the building right now. Oh, please. There's probably a lot of people just lurking.
Oh, my God.
We ain't gonna get to that, though. Come on, say something, mommy. Come on, mommy.
Andre?
Hit the flap. What's up, Andre? What's up, brother? Just News, what's up, brother? Just News in the building. Shout out to everybody in the building. What's up, Prozac? Here you go. Favorite artist of what? What era? Everything, all times. I don't have a one of all times. What's up, Kevin Jamerson? Do we know him? What's up? How you doing? How everybody doing? How y'all day? First day of the week, Monday. Everybody on the grind. 90s. I would have to say of the 90s. I would have to say I like two artists of the 90s. I would say Nas and Tupac. Shalom, Parnell. Yeah, Nas and Tupac was my favorite in the 90s. They was my, that was my top artist back then. I bought all their material. Who's the best? I wasn't really a Michael Jackson fan, so I couldn't tell you that. He was cool, but he wasn't my cup of tea. But they both cool though, both talented individuals. Michael Jackson, had the songs, had the moves. Chris Brown got the same things. They all cool though. But how y'all doing though? You know what I'm saying? How was y'all day? What y'all dealing with? You know what I'm saying? Let me get into your brains. What's up? Come on now. Don't all talk at once. Say something. So my day was lonely. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Marsha. Lonely days, man. But you got to do something to make your days not be lonely. So I got some pots and pans for the house. Oh, that's what's up. Oh, so can you cook? Can you cook by now? Huh? Can you throw down? On time. What's up, Vera? Damn, Vera in the building. What's up? Brother V in the house. This is a good day for rain, yeah. It been crazy out. 4 days. Oh, you in Fort Worth, Texas? Oh, it been crazy out here, man. Mad trees got knocked down out here in Jersey. Like it been so hot and humid. What's up, DeMonte? What's up, brother? DeMonte in the building. Who's this? Where's the face? Now, ain't no face cam. We sitting here. We focus on the knowledge up in here. We don't focus on myself. They already know how I look already.
You see it? Opinion on A$AP Rocky.
Who?
Opinion on A$AP.
You gotta tell them about the situation.
Oh yeah, that's crazy.
How he lived up in Sweden.
I heard about that. Who was that?
Lordy. And Cav.
Cave.
Cav, you
Cav.
wants to know your opinion on ASAP Rocky.
I think like I don't really know the whole situation, but they said that his peoples or his bodyguard, got like they beat some of his fans up or something like that. So I don't. But that's what happens when you go overseas to them foreign countries, man. Like you can't be doing that over there, man. You know what I'm saying? I be telling you, but just protect me from the fans, and I want to get back home safe. They be going over there fighting and bugging out in them foreign countries. You may not come back home. Says, well, I mean, his music, he cool, he cool. I like some of their stuff that they make, but Just News, he says can't wild out ever. Yeah. I went to Montreal, and my boy told me, like before we left the border of New York going into Canada, he told us, yo, it's different over here. It's different over here, so watch out. Don't do nothing stupid, because this is really another country. Even though it's mad close to the United States, it ain't the United States. You know what I'm saying? So we took heed to that. We didn't get to no fights, no arguments, nothing. We wasn't bringing no drugs over there, none of that. We were just chilling. He said, "Who knows about take care?" Yeah. Then what he do? He killed somebody or something like that?
Yeah.
I don't know exactly what happened, but
Take care.
Take
I
care.
don't know too much about TK. But yeah, he did.
So this nigga not.
Well, he
really
pled
getting
guilty
out.
to it.
Yeah.
They said Trump was trying to help
TK
him.
not getting out either.
They say Trump was trying to help him get out. I mean, like that's what they trying to that's what they saying. I don't know. I mean, like I said before, that's not a president can't just like go pushing his weight around in a foreign country. It don't work that way. They got their rules over there. That's why Sweden. What the freak? Like nigga torn over there like that? Dang.
Yeah, when you signed.
He says, you have any tips on making a music fan base? Cause I'm struggling. Work on your craft. That's number one. Before you even go in the studio and record, work on your craft. Work on your rhymes or your singing, whatever you're gonna do. And then go in the studio, lay it down. Make sure that you get with a good engineer, some good production, some good beats. Make sure that they mix it and master your material so it sounds quality. And get social media. You don't need you don't need no label. I mean, like get a YouTube page, and send us $20 and we promo that job. You dig?
Everybody gotta understand that whenever you're trying to make anything pop off online, it's always a grind. It don't happen overnight. You gotta be patient. Whenever you set out to do anything online, you have to go in the mind like, this is gonna take some time. I'm gonna start from the ground up and I'm gonna make it happen. You don't know when it's gonna happen. You don't know how it's gonna happen, but just keep going and going and going. When you say, "Oh, I can do this real quick" or whatever, that's when you start to lose and everything else and feel some kind of way. You get sick of doing it. Do it because you love it, and do it because you're ready to work hard. Even if there's nobody there to listen, you have to continue to keep going and going and going. It's not easy. Yeah, that's true.
In general, yeah.
There's things in general. They take time, and a lot of time there's no benefit. There's no benefit at first. When you're starting out a business, there's no real benefit to it.
Exactly, because
a lot of people lose money.
It's in the working stage.
But you got to do that to be able to make money. You got to do certain things to be able to grow.
I don't know nothing about that beef. I don't really get into that young stuff like that. 6ix9ine. I don't mess with that. Exactly. Yeah, like just be yourself and you'll get it. Exactly.
Be patient.
Patience is the pecking order, man. Patience, persistent, being patient and persistent is the key to success. You know, you say you have to spend money to make money. Yeah, but that's not. But being persistent and patient is the number one thing, because like people want overnight success. It don't work that way. Nobody know who the hell you are. Like when you get your social media for the first time, you have 0 followers on all platforms, 0. And nobody just gonna just click on your video, because at the end of the day, I'm just gonna keep it real. You're a nobody. When Leah first started, she was a nobody. Nobody knew who the hell she was. So who really gonna watch your videos? You know, but you got to keep being persistent. You know what I'm saying? And patient, persistent, patience is just they work together. You know, with social media. You know, but you'll get there. What's up, Kev?
If you're ever try to do anything just for the money or just for the fan base or whatever, it's not gonna work.
It's not gonna work, man. You gotta really
you gotta
love
do
this.
it because you love it.
Yeah, like you don't love it, then it's not gonna work. It ain't gonna last. You gotta really love music to really make a like an impact. And because everybody doing it for the wrong reason. They doing it for both money and clout, and they doing it the wrong way. They over here, starting drama, fake beef, talking about other people. I ain't, that's like a dude going on the corner selling crack. It's fast money, but eventually you're gonna get caught and go to jail, or get killed in the process. You know what I'm saying? So it's just slow grind is the best, man.
Believe in yourself. You don't need a fan base or followers or anything else to define you. Just believe in yourself and keep pushing.
Right.
It'll come.
Who you said? Who's Jesse?
Jessica the prankster.
I don't know. Who's that?
The girl with her mom in the car that you got.
We did. Yeah. Like we did a couple of her joints. Like what was it? Like I think 15 minutes. Of that. Yeah. I don't really. Some of that stuff be staged too. Them fake pranks be fake a lot of times, man.
No, the one that you watched of her though was
that was cool. But
like, that was like one of her original ones.
Yeah. Monte said, "Facts, pops. Everybody that ever did something signifying starting at the bottom. Exactly, the bottom. It's like people be getting mad too, because people that have the numbers or that's famous, they get mad. Like the people that's at the bottom get mad because they not supporting the person at the bottom. But at the end of the day, nobody is really supposed to support you, because who supports all the people that's now have a big platform online? Nobody's supporting them. Like you gotta really take it seriously, and really it's about you. Like putting in that work. You can't expect somebody else to put work in for you. You got to put that work in. That's what I don't like about sometimes people always want you to co-sign them or to basically like kind of carry them. Nah, this ain't because somebody co-sign don't mean that you're gonna blow up. You may not. I seen people freaking co-sign people all the time, and like their pages was a standstill. It happens. This is most of them pranks fake. Yeah, most of them joints opinions on track. What about Travis Scott? What about him? I don't know. He says, you like his older music. I never really listened to his music like that. I mean, like, to be honest with you. Like I said, I'm an OG, man, like an older dude. I'm not, I don't listen to really like this generation music like that. Travis Scott has good beats. Oh, yeah. He do. He talented. I mean, he a talented dude. He do his thing. But I'm not, I don't be in tune to what all these dudes be doing. I'm not, that's not my lane. I try to stay in my lane and stay up and stay out of young people's business. They're young. People my age usually is rolling with our music, our time. our rap is from our era. You know, R&B from our era. You know, like that's more us. See, he dropped a new song with with Ed. Oh, he did. What's up, Johnny? So what y'all want to get into, man? You know, what y'all been dealing with, man? You know, a lot of these rappers don't really be that good. The beats just be carrying them. Yeah, that's true, DeMonte.
I got a chance to go see how people fix airplanes, and that's my dream job. And I got the chance to drive in one of the fastest cars in the world.
That's what's up.
That's great, 6ix9ine.
That's what's up.
Glad to hear that.
That's dope. Travis Scott is my favorite artist of all times. He influenced me a lot. And A$AP Rocky. That's what's up. That's what's up.
That's good.
That's
Where
cool.
Where you from, Cav?
This thing is like, let me see.
Toronto.
Oh,
Okay.
Toronto, the 6. Toronto in the house. That's what's up. I always want to move to Toronto. You know, Toronto, like it's a nice city out there. Nice, beautiful. I mean, nice city, man. Says what?
Do you like J. Cole?
Yeah, he cool. J. Cole, like I like some of their music. I don't like everything that they make. I like some of their stuff. You know what I mean? Some of their stuff is cool. You know, not everything. You know, not everything that they make. Like, it's certain artists that I like. I don't like every song that they make. Like, yo, that's another thing. Don't never be so biased with an artist that you like. If somebody said that they don't like a song of your artist, don't get mad. It's just certain songs you be like, nah, that's cool, but that's not my cup of tea. Pop's gonna go check out Corday's album.
Did he drop it?
Oh, he dropped it? Oh, that's crazy. He dropped the
I hope
album?
Aaliyah does an album review on that. I think that would be dope. She likes Corday.
Yeah. I like him though.
Yeah.
You know, Corday. He's like one of the young dudes I like of today because he's versatile. He says, I'm not a biased listener.
It comes out on the 26th. I gotta remember that.
I don't know about that, Marshall. I think when it comes to Eminem, I think you is.
Hey.
You know
At least he
what I'm
admitted it though. He admitted that he's a stan.
saying? You know what I'm saying? I think when it comes to him, I think it don't matter what he makes. You like, yeah, I like that. How you live that? You listen to London by Travis Scott? Nah, I don't think I heard that.
You crazy, Marshall.
Oh yeah, he a stan.
At least he admits it.
I'm not no stan though. It's certain songs Pat made I ain't like it. Like that song he made, what's it called? Bucket Naked. I ain't like that joint. I think that's one of his corniest songs. That joint was trash to me. I ain't like that joint.
Kevin, if you put your request on the other channel, the reaction, our latest video.
Yeah, like this is about
Kevin.
knowledge, man. This is about knowledge.
We don't really we'll look at
that.
it over there on the other channel on Aaliyah's Precious Life.
Yeah, we don't
Put it
get
on
into
her
that.
on the last video over there.
Yeah, so
and
what
we'll
y'all
go through it when they're about to film.
Yeah, so what y'all want to talk about today, though, man? I mean, real short, man. You know, something that's going on in the world, man, that it may bother y'all, or something that you're going through in your life that's hard right now, is real difficult. What's up, man? You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about anything.
I'm with whatever. How's you guys' weather been?
Depression is very hard. Yeah, it's a difficult topic. It's a difficult it's real difficult to deal with from time to time, but it's
The hard way of life, being depressed.
but it's about you know what he said it's really hot. It really be hot. Yeah, but depression is something that is inside of you, you know, and it's something that I think a lot of times we focus on the negative side instead of trying to like the same energy that we do with drinking and smoking and just not doing anything about it. We need to focus that energy to do something about it positively. You know, switch the negative around and try like get help instead of staying in that state and making things worse by, you know, drugs and alcohol or just laying in bed all day, you know, just doing nothing. You know, that's the true nature of really coming out of something is working towards not being depressed. Because a lot of times we being depressed, it be really for no reason. Especially if it's not like if you haven't been abused or, you know, I mean, like really trauma childhood situation. But somebody say I'm just depressed, and you ask them why, they be like, I don't know, I just can't accept that.
Right. That's not saying that we take depression lightly. Depression is definitely very, very hard. We had a very close situation with us dealing with depression. Affected our life for a very long time. It affected our life until you have to fight depression the same way you would fight an addiction. You have to be completely aware of yourself, and you have to fight to get out of a depressed state. You have to be sure that you're in tune with yourself and understand that depression is definitely severe, but you're stronger than depression. Just like people's addictions are severe. But when you're ready to fight the fight, anybody who's addicted to anything is always stronger than that addiction. The same way we can be the stronger person when it comes to depression. And it probably sounds crazy, but it's the truth. And it's not going to happen overnight. It's going to happen with a lot of hard work and a lot of fight.
I'm going to play devil advocate.
You got to put your gloves on.
I'm going to play devil advocate, though, on that one, though.
Okay, go for it.
I'm going to play devil advocate on that. I'm going to say this, right? We all, some people in the world claim that, you know, we are, you know, smart, we intelligent, we this and we that, and they always giving themselves so much praises of themselves. But when it comes to addictions or depression, for some reason people, it takes some years to come out of that. So at the end of the day is you have, I would say sometimes people are just weak, they mentally weak, and they don't, I think that they put more on something than they really, like, they don't really take the tools that they may have or they could get and apply it to come out of that.
They don't force themselves to be as strong. Like, we're a lot stronger than we give ourselves credit for. Like, everybody want to have pity instead of being a freaking soldier. Right. We're in a war. Get on the battlefield and fight.
Right. You know
That's what it comes down to. And I agree, Kev. I think a lot of people nowadays confuse depression with sadness. That's the truth. That's the absolute truth. Yeah. There's a huge difference between depression and sadness.
Talents are good outlets to break out of depression. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. But it's like we are the creation. We are the most highest creation of everything on the earth, as wise as what the Most High created. But we the most animalistic of His creation, because the things that we do to this earth and what we do to each other. So, but it's sad that we can't overcome something that's like a substance. We can't get over that. Like, a substance has more power over you than you have power over it. You know what I'm saying? Because we
We're
weak.
so easy to accept it.
We weak. Yeah.
Right.
It's like in defeat, we just weak. You know, we just weak. The flesh is weak. You know, but the spirit is willing to change, but you got to do the work. You know, we weak. I mean, people are weak mentally. We just weak. I can't put it no plain and simple with that. Sometimes we can't always just fall on the crutch and see people say, "Come on, I know, Pops, but you got to be understanding." I am understanding to a certain degree. You know what I mean? To a certain degree. But the same energy that you do, laying in bed, not taking no shower, not being productive in your life, and the same energy that you would sit there and drink and smoke and try to kill yourself a million times, how I take the same energy to get better. You know, why we can't reverse the effect of doing something positive to get rid of whatever it is instead of being negative. You know, because you could drink till the cows come home and you can smoke till the cows, but you're still gonna have those issues until you deal with them head on.
Right. Even if you coke yourself up out of your freaking brain, at some point you're gonna come down from whatever high you're on, and then you're gonna have to face the problem, and you're either gonna get stuck in a cycle, or you're gonna man up to it. You're gonna you there comes a time where you just have to break cycles and man up to situations. Otherwise, that's gonna be your life. Everybody creates. Listen to that. Say it again for the people in the back. We create our own life through the decisions that we make. Right. Every single one decision that you make impacts the next step of your life. So, it's up to us to say, this is my blueprint. This is the plan that I want. This is the life that I want. And this is what the steps I have to do to make it happen. Is it going to be easy? No. Is it as simple as saying, this is what I want, so I'm going to go get it? No. You got to go along and along and along and along and allow time to pass and everything else. But we create our own life. Make your blueprint. What's it going to be?
He said the first push is not about strength, it's about will. I kind of disagree with that, because will is cool, but if you don't have the skills to display the will, it's not going to happen. You need to be educated on how to use that will. You know what I'm saying? Will is cool, but if you don't have no direction on how to deal with it, how can I go about it? Will doesn't mean anything. There's a lot of people that have willpower, but they don't know. Like, they're not educated on what skills can I have if I talk to somebody, or if I pray on it, or if I sit down and write things down and figure out why I'm dealing with this. It takes skills. It takes to be educated. Will is one thing. I had a lot of will. I had a lot of will to do a lot of things, but I didn't have the education on how to do that until you get the help that you need from somebody that maybe did some research, or took the time to figure things out. You know what I'm saying? And that takes time as well. So it's definitely skills, education. I mean, will is a powerful
combined
thing.
With will.
Yeah, like the Most High, he's the author of everything. So he knows, he can measure things out and knows the depths of the sea and the sky and the whole. He mathematically, he understands that because he's the author of it. So, you know what I'm saying? So a lot of times we're not the author of anything. We the author of confusion. You know, we are confused people because there's so many different, avenues out here in life to follow. But, he said, what is that? This also has to find the source of what makes you depressed and remove it from our life. Right, that's it. But my thing is, what starts depression? What starts it? I mean, when we teenagers or children, we playing, we having a good time. But what starts us being depressed? Is it a breakup from your girlfriend or your boyfriend? Is it things that you're seeing in your environment? What is it? Is it being abused at home, being neglected? What starts depression? That's the question. What starts it? Being sad about everything. Yeah, but being sad about something should not make you depressed. It's just you are sad about a particular situation, or maybe your upbringing, or like the things that you've seen. What's up, Texas Road Runner? How you doing, brother? So it's more like, I think that a lot of times we sad about something, and then that transforms into depression, and it shouldn't. Like I see a lot of sad things in this world, a lot, but I don't let it consume me. I think we got to stop letting things consume us.
You get stuck in a downward spiral.
Because if you can't control something, then you shouldn't let it consume you. A lot of bad things happen in this world, but we are not in control of everything and everyone. And we have to understand that. We are not.
And if you're just not pleased with the way that your life is, you have to clean your life up one situation at a time. You got to really sit and spend time with yourself, evaluate your surroundings, figure out, take the time to figure out what is wrong. What do I have to change?
He said too spoiled.
And be ready to fight for the change.
Exactly.
We are all worth it. It takes time and energy. I've had to change my life around. My life was not always like this. My life is still not perfect.
Maturity.
But it's a lot better than it was some years ago, because I had no choice but to get sober, figure out my problems, and clear them up one at a time. Took hard work and lots of time. 11 years.
Exactly.
And I'm still working, but I do not live the same life that I once lived. Because I got sick of that old life. When you're sick of it, you got to make a change.
Johnny said too spoiled. Yeah, some people are too spoiled. Says actually, man, too many of us focus on what's making us depressed instead of trying to find ways to fight our way out of it. Right, Demonte. That's true. Man, congrats, man. That's what's up, man.
A lot of times we get so wrapped up into internet, so wrapped up into being entertained, so wrapped up in maybe somebody else's problems, so wrapped up into something that's maybe minute, that makes no difference here nor there, while your life is falling apart in front of your face. How many times do people rather hear and gossip about somebody else's life
instead of focusing
because they don't want to focus on their own life?
Right. And that's the key.
That's the easy thing to do. It's easy to be entertained. It's easy to go out and get some drugs. It's easy to worry about somebody else's life. It's hard work to look at your own, though.
Exactly. Look in the mirror. You know what I'm saying? Look in the mirror. When you look in the mirror, do you like what you see? Huh? You know what I mean? When you look in the mirror, do you like what you see?
Marshall, I'm going to keep it a buck with you. If I had it my way, I wouldn't be here. I'd be in my bed. Shout out to Pops for this live stream. This is all him. He said, I'm going live. You can do what you got to do, but I'm going live. This is all him right here, right now. He drove all that way for 2 days straight and still said, I'm going live. It's Monday. I ain't taking no credit.
I be focused on people we all see on social media because they appear to live a better life. Nah, that's far from that's crazy. It seems like that.
Right, but you ever see them videos where then people be like, I faked being rich for a whole week, and they posted up nothing but good things on Instagram?
Yeah, that's really crazy.
It's crazy. Like, it's not even reality. Like, reality. Reality is what's going on in my house. If I'm getting evicted, if my lights is off, I ain't got no food, that's reality, and that's what I'm dealing with.
All right, let's see. What's up, Sage? How you doing, my brother? How you doing, brother? Yeah, so I mean, so that's the question. When you look in the mirror,
Yeah, Kevin, that can definitely trigger you. There's a lot of stuff that can trigger us
right?
into a depressed state or a saddened state, and then it just snowballs.
It's
It
called
goes completely downhill.
it's called propaganda. The media spends billions of dollars on triggering the masses of the people.
No, but even something like a death in the family. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
That's
I mean,
like that's
but-
the start of a
so-
situation.
like a definite
and then
thing, right?
before you know it, you're lost.
You're lost.
You're
You
just,
can't-
you don't know where to pick back up.
Things that's like put this in your mind. Things
That's the
happen.
truth, just
Bad
news.
bad things happen in this world every day to all people all over the world, but you still have to live your life. You know what I'm saying? And not let things affect you to the point where you are now mentally ill.
Right.
Because when you mentally ill, then now you're going to be physically ill. You know what I'm saying? Because believe it or not, when you depressed, that messes your whole zone up. Your whole dynamic of your body, everything, organs, the hormones. It messes you up. You know, it messes you up to where you can wind up getting sick. You know, it's called high blood pressure, hypertension. It's called getting a stroke. You know what I'm saying? And so you got to watch out for your well-being, your mind.
Yeah, gotta
You know?
protect ourselves.
You know.
Sometimes you can have people in your life that's not good, and you say, "Oh, well, that's my mother. I can't leave her. She got to go. I'm sorry, she got to go."
Yes, that.
And you ain't gotta totally be out on your family, but you gotta fall back. There's a
Right.
big difference.
Protecting your
Pull
soul.
somebody, fall back.
Protecting your soul from things that you know, like they play tricks on us so much in the media with different, now I don't know if y'all noticed, and I don't want to switch gears, but I just want to put this out here. I don't know if y'all noticed that they putting out all these movies and these documentaries about the injustices of like what's happening to black men in this country. Now, it is, but it's too much. You know what I'm saying? Why is this happening? You know what I'm saying? They constantly want this stuff on your mind. They just did the whole what was that series on
When they see us.
huh?
When they see us.
Yeah, when they see us about the
Now they got this new movie out. Whatchamacallit, no justice for Eric Gardner, no
Right.
charges
You
for
know what I'm
anybody.
saying? Yeah, so they want to keep this on your mind constantly to have you at a certain state. We understand that it's injustices, but it's more things going on in the world than just that. You know what I'm saying? And it's not happening to everybody. You know what I'm saying? It's some people that live their whole life without having to be victimized or threatened by the police or this crooked ass system. You know, so it's just you got to watch yourself. You got to watch what you watch and don't let things consume you. So I said I believe some kids get depressed from getting everything they put on and not work for it. That's true, Johnny.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised, Johnny.
That's true.
Definitely.
That's true.
The
Yeah.
different diseases, Marshall. Yeah, people can get depressed from that, but a lot of times depression and stress will kill us.
Yeah.
The disease or whatever we're dealing with is not going to kill us, but stress can kill you. Can give you a heart attack, give you a stroke, whatever the situation is. So you're not doing anything to help the problem. You're just making the problem worse. You're giving yourself a bigger problem to deal with.
Like you throw your body off when you are stressed about stuff.
And sit there and have pity on people. And it's not like we being harsh or, being wrong or anything. Like, we're not trying to look lightly upon this stuff. But it's just like somebody who has a habit to a drug. You're going to be harsh to that person. If you really, truly love them, you're going to say, I'm sorry. I know that you want this. And I know that you think that this is good for you and that it's going to make you feel better. It's what you need. But I'm not going to sit here and give it to you.
Right.
Same thing with a depressed person. I'm not going to sit here looking at you laying dead and stinking in your damn bed all damn day long talking about you depressed. I'm not going to sit there and do that because I love you.
Exactly. So it's up to the individual to work themselves out of that. But you have to work for that.
Right? Just news. That's
know.
the truth.
We can sit here and tell people all the time how, like give them certain tips. But if they don't listen to it, then it doesn't matter. I can't do the work for you.
You gotta be willing to
gotta do the
work hard, man. You gotta work hard. You gotta work hard for yourself. You're worth it. Nobody else is gonna give you this. You have to do this. Otherwise, your life will be what it is. Create your blueprint. Live your best life. Truly, live your best life. Everybody want to get warm and fuzzy off I'm living my best life. But are you truly living your best life, though?
Exactly. He said, yeah, Marshall said, you can't help someone that doesn't want to help themselves. Exactly.
No, you can't. But I'm damn sure ain't going to be your crutch.
Yeah, it's not easy, but, I mean, but life is like, old timers used to always say, life is what you make it. Do y'all believe that? Life is what you make it? Now, someone that died from stress went through a nervous breakdown from it. Myself, I became stronger. Anxiety due to. It says, I can't be perfect, but we can rise above it. But it all depends on what's your definition of perfect. You know what I'm saying? What's your, like, define what perfect is. You know what I'm saying? Because people throw that around too a lot. I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect. What? Define that. You know what I mean? Define that. What is perfect? Because that's a word that people use a lot of times. Now, I'm not saying you, partner, but I'm just saying people use that word a lot and say I'm not perfect. But I never really hear nobody really define that. You know what I'm saying? What do they mean by that? I'm not perfect. You know what I'm saying? Because people say I have will. I'm educated. So if you have will and you're educated and you have the skills, how are you stuck in this standstill? You know what I'm saying? Because you can't know something, but then continue to be in that state. It makes no sense. So again, life is what we make it. We make our reality. You know what I'm saying? So when you hear people say heaven and hell, you can make your hell or you can make your heaven. You feel what I'm saying? You can make that here on earth. And I'm not talking about the material. I'm talking about the way you live. Removing negativity and replacing it with positivity. You can remove it. Like, that's not impossible. It says no.
Hold on. Let me just say one thing before you guys about to switch topic. I know that we're about to get off the depression topic. We're about to move into something else. But the last thing that I will definitely put out there and let you guys know is that these psychiatric medications that they're giving you to cure depression, many times is the exact reason
why people are depressed.
Why you're depressed.
Right.
Okay? Because you could take somebody who's just feeling a little sadness. They don't never diagnose you. You ever go to a counselor and be diagnosed with sadness? I ain't never heard of nobody say they diagnosed me with sadness. They told me that I'm going to be okay and everything's going to be all good. No. You walk into these clinics, you walk out, they diagnosed me with depression and gave me this medicine. Even if you've only been feeling this way for a short period of time. Or if you have a situation going on in your life that you're feeling sad about because it's a sad situation. They don't evaluate everything. They immediately diagnose you with depression and send you away with happy pills that are going to change your life. So now you have somebody who's dealing with a rough situation, a rough patch. We all have rough patches. You're dealing with a situation that's small. The person could easily get over it as time passes, whatever. But you just handed them these happy pills. So now they're taking these happy pills. What do the happy pills do? They make you more depressed because it's within the pill. They turn you into a zombie, which is the worst thing that you could ever do to somebody that's already depressed and already feeling like a zombie on their own. You give them something to numb them and sedate them even more. Take these pills. We'll help you become a zombie. Third, most of the time, the side effects says right on the stuff that you get from the pharmacy that a side effect is suicidal thoughts. So now I'm depressed. I feel like a zombie all by myself. And I'm already having suicidal thoughts. So now you're going to issue me this pill that causes me to be more depressed, more like a zombie, and only enhances my suicidal thoughts. That's lovely, right? That's what they do all the time, and we fall for it. You guys are insensitive to depression. I've heard that comment many times, and it's not that we're insensitive to depression. We are aware of what they're doing. I want to meet somebody who was diagnosed with sadness and walked out of a clinic with no pills. I never met him.
When you look at the word, to add on to, when you look at the word witchcraft in the Strong Concordance, when you get the root word witchcraft, it means pharmacy. And so when you're taking these pharmaceutical drugs, basically you putting yourself do demonic behavior, and you putting illnesses upon yourself when you take these pills.
Right.
You know,
but people feel so happy to be diagnosed with something.
So you wind up, when you see them commercials, they tell you during the commercial, you may get dry mouth, you may get a rash, you may feel even more suicidal. They tell you in the commercial. Exactly. Yeah, in the commercial, exactly. The mom said it. They tell you in the commercial.
So a lot of times people want to know why they're getting more depressed after they start taking these pills, because the pills is making it. Throw the damn pills in the garbage, and I'm speaking from experience. I lived through this. Get rid of the pills, regardless of what anybody tells you. Get rid of the damn pills.
So it's more of a the government has allowed these drug companies to basically be drug dealers right in front of your face. They arrest you for selling weed, cocaine, crack, or even carrying it in your car, but they don't lock these pharmaceutical companies up for basically giving you opium in the damn pill. Niggas is addicted to opioids. It's opium. That's all it is. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the medical industry made $827 billion. Yeah, it's big business.
And
it's
just to let you guys know, when a child is diagnosed with ADHD and goes to a public school or goes to school, period, when a child has to take Ritalin and they go to school, them two kids, amongst many other, anybody in special ed, all sorts of diagnoses, gets the school district extra money for them quote-unquote special kids. Right. So if you're diagnosed with ADHD, school's making extra money. You diagnosed with a learning disability, which how many people were, I'll be the first one to say it, me? I was in special ed. Do we really need to be there?
That's the question.
Tell me right now, in my life, no, I don't think I ever needed to be there. But they put me there.
Christopher says,
gotta get that extra money.
Christopher says, he said the pharmacy are the real drug dealers. Shay said pills are the gateway to open up yourself up spiritually if you use for the wrong reason. My fault. Yeah, it's big money, but they're not going to stop it. They're not going to stop it, because the FDA is nothing but a crooked organization any damn way. Food Drug Association, they crooked. They would rather approve pharmaceutical drugs that's made in a laboratory somewhere than approve of ginseng or turmeric or ginkgo or aloe, anything that's natural, that's grown from the earth with a seed. They don't want to approve that because they know if you eat healthier, take herbs for your illnesses, like they actually have herbs for depression. What was that? What's the name of that joint? It's called
I don't remember what it is.
man, I forgot the name of this herb for depression. But they actually have herbs that help that. Natural herbs, not no pharmaceutical crap.
Even that cranium stuff
You said,
that
yeah.
was supposed to help fight
Texas.
opioid addictions.
Yeah, Texas room at CVS, Walgreens, right there, all on the corner, like drug dealers. Exactly. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So anytime you see Rite Aid and Walgreens, that's the drug dealers. That's the drug spot. You right about that. You right on.
All right, let me go back up to your previous conversation. I just wanted to point that out before we move
Yeah,
on.
you right on. There's
All
nothing
right.
special about special ed. Yeah, ain't nothing special about it. To me, it's the biggest goddamn experiment. You know what I mean? It's just facts.
So DeMonte, oh, go ahead. I'm
No,
sorry.
go ahead. I was just
DeMonte said, they too many expect you to enable them, and they also tend to use that "I'm not perfect" as a crutch for an excuse.
But
So basically,
But I
when you
actually-
say "I'm not perfect,"
But-
you're
but-
basically saying
but-
that I don't want to master myself. I
but-
don't want to master my problem, and I don't want to get over this. By
But-
saying I'm not
but I'm
perfect, you're
saying-
saying accept this the way that it is.
Right.
I'm about to read it.
but
I'm about to read it.
But I'm saying is, can somebody?
I'm about to read it.
I can't read it.
I have to. I had to get to that
Okay,
point.
read it.
Marshall said, "Perfect is having all the required or desirable elements, qualities, or characteristics as good as it is possible to be."
Okay, that's
So your qualities, characteristics,
Mhm.
your desirable elements are maxed out.
right.
Pineal said, "No, the brain injury is a different fight, so that's why there's always something causing the anxiety. Yet I fight on. I feel you on that one." Oh, if somebody has a brain injury, that's a
something different.
situation.
That's
yeah,
something different.
Yeah,
That's something different.
definitely.
But my thing is this though, to know you have an injury. So if you have an injury, then you saying to me like I have knowledge of this injury. So if somebody get into an accident and they have an injury and they know of the injury and they know the effects of what this injury does, can you now fight those effects of that injury? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's the key. But hold up. But before I answer that, who's that guy? Who's that guy? Swift, that doctor. Who is that? Blair. I don't know.
Dr. Delbert Blair.
I don't know who that is. Who is that? Because see, if I know something, if a doctor tells me this injury is going to affect you XYZ, he's telling you it's going to do this, it's going to do that, it's going to do this. So now I write down the things that he says that this injury is going to affect me. Now it's up to me now to learn how to deal with the effects of what this injury is doing to me and fight those and make my weaknesses or make the weaknesses in that injury stronger so it won't affect me. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the major things, because once you know something is making you be this way, it's always another avenue that you can learn how to deal with it to where it won't affect you long term, but short term. You know what I'm saying? If you understand what I'm talking about. He says the conscious folks talks about him all the time.
This
Pops.
is him.
I heard his name, but
This
I
is
never
him.
watched his video. Yeah, I checked him out a little bit. I checked him out a little bit. You know, I checked him out.
This is videos.
Yeah. But I'm not like I'm not on that. I'm not on that. Like I'm not on that frequency no more. You know what I mean? Like I don't. You know. I have nothing against them.
Oh, he teaches about natural healing and media physics.
That's what's up. That's what's up if you do that. That's what's up. Disability is a hidden ability. Right. Because to know something, once you know something, then you have options to fix it, or to make it easier, or to make it better. You have that option. But a lot of times we choose not to. You know, like what the mind said, like he said that we use it as a crutch sometimes. You know, it's like like I said before, we are one of the highest creations of the Most High. But why we don't act in that type of way? We act animalistic so much. We depress, we sad, we hate, we lie, we steal, we do everything in the book. But we don't take the time and the tools to master ourselves, master the ability that we have. We waste years on nonsense. But don't every day get up and try to master ourselves on a regular basis. Like not getting upset, not getting mad, exercising, eating right, staying away from negative influences. You know what I'm saying? Just training your brain to do other things besides the norm.
Right, we're in charge. We don't
Know what
give
I'm saying?
ourselves enough credit. We're in charge. We can train ourselves to act any way that we feel that we need to act, but yet, to be honest with you,
we don't.
Our carnal nature causes us to act like friggin' animals.
Exactly.
Because that's natural to us. And we don't want to fight.
It's not natural.
Not all the way, not like godly natural, but
it's more. It's more like.
Find another word.
It's more like we allow our carnal nature to.
It's easier, I guess I could say.
Right.
It's easier for us to lash out and act certain ways. It's easier for us to do this and do that instead of fighting.
Yeah, like you got some people that
and taking the hard way out.
Right, yeah, like you got some people that exercise every day, right? They go hard in the gym. And they say, like they make all these videos and making their merch, but I bet you they lacking in something else. So you can be strong at one end of your life, but to be well rounded in everything. See, we can't call ourselves gods and goddesses and kings and queens, and we ain't acting like it. I'm talking about your whole being, not just a little bit that you feeling yourself. Now you think you dope now. I'm talking about everything.
Right, because you could be have one aspect of your life put together, but you can be extremely lazy
in something else.
Another aspect of your life.
Exactly. So,
like, doesn't mean that you're a lazy person. You could be extremely energetic. Go from the time you wake up to the time you go to bed.
So this is my point. So
yeah.
So this is my point.
There's levels to this.
So this is a question I want to ask y'all. Is it impossible for us to be perfected, or are we lazy? That's the question. That's the question. Let them answer first. That's the question. Is it impossible, or are we lazy?
Right, DeMonte. And it takes time. It takes hard work. Sometimes you might fall down and get a bruise, but you got to get right back up. That don't mean fall down, get a bruise, and spend the next day talking about I'm having a bad day. No, you fall down, you get back up, and you keep on pushing like you never
Lazy.
even fell down.
Okay, later.
That's
okay.
what you gotta do.
They saying so. Okay, DeMonte said invest
It's all
our
about
time and
choice.
energy, and he said it's all about choice. And Marshall said lazy or impossible. I'm asking you, what is it? Is it lazy or is it impossible?
Or is it possible?
To perfect yourself
Yeah.
and your whole being. You know what I mean? Because we can't. He said it's not impossible. He said I think it's all in our head.
Exactly, Sage.
That no one can reach.
Because that's what
perfection
everybody
as much as
says. Well,
possible.
oh, no one's perfect.
Yeah, right.
You're not perfect.
Because it's
You
like
can't
this.
be perfect.
It's like this. It's like this. We keep saying our environment, the white man. It's the system. They always say that. But he says things about that is losing the ego, and if one is happy with that, they are perfect. That is ego. Thus, they remain imperfect. But it depends on what you mean by perfect in this case. I'm asking y'all, like,
To master your life, to truly live the life that you truly want, to master yourself, is it possible?
but I'm just saying is this. I'm
Right.
saying is this. I asked y'all earlier, what is perfection, right? Perfection. You have spiritual perfection. You have you have mental perfection, and you have physical perfection. Spirituality is no limit on how high you can get spiritually connected with the Creator. You can do things that you never thought because it's not you, it's the Creator. Mental is just being mentally strong. You know what I'm saying? To where you have that mental focus on your goals. Physical is just, basically, eating right or working out. You know what I'm saying? And just taking your body through different tasks to be stronger. You know what I'm saying? It says we were not born perfect, but
Just news. We need to. Let me do just news. That's where I just left off. Sorry. We need to strive to better ourselves. Of course, it's not easy, but it's not meant to be.
right. It's not.
Right.
It's not
right.
meant to be.
Right.
It's not meant to be.
Marshall said, yes, it's possible. Christopher said, we're not born perfect, but doesn't mean we can't work to be that. Exactly. I'm going to tell you one thing that I think, having this conversation that just came into my head. Two things, okay? You see these athletes, right? They totally break down their body, then build their bodies back up. Blood, sweat, tears, time, energy, pain, everything that they need to do to become the best athlete that they could be. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Then another thing that comes to my mind is the Army. They totally break themselves down to get rid of any of their carnal nature,
Not
for the
carnal,
most part,
not
or
carnal,
like
but
their
more
nature.
more of the worldly lifestyle.
Right, okay.
More of the
So
worldly
they
lifestyle.
totally break them down to remove certain characteristics from themselves that we get through society and living in the world. That's the first step
Right.
when you join the Army.
Right.
And then you build yourself back up, and you could go as far as
Like I seen
you force yourself to go. Some
like
Army people are freaking machines.
like I seen how they made I seen documentaries of how they made the Navy SEALs. Yo, they go through hell. It's stuff that we probably couldn't go through. if we was trying to be a Navy SEAL. It's like they break you down to how they want you to where you can function as a soldier, as a killer. You know what I'm saying? So it's the same thing with us. He said, "Hold on, let me see something." He
I'm about to. Are you looking at Swift?
Yeah,
I'm about
Swift,
to read
yeah.
him next. Swift, I got you.
So it's the same thing with us in like living in society. If you cut out the nonsense, and there's a lot of nonsense, then you can perfect yourself. You know?
Right, and they're perfecting you. They're perfecting you to be a tool for what they need you to be perfected
Right.
in. The NBA, the NFL,
Same thing.
they're perfecting you to what they need you to be able to perform, so that way they could use you.
How they want you.
So if you're gonna do this, for a paycheck, you do this for a recognition, you do this to make sure that you make the team, you do this to make sure that the Army wants you, why can't you just sit in the own privacy of your home and say, I want this, so I'm gonna totally destroy my current self
your carnal nature.
to bring in a new person, a new life that was designed by me?
Exactly.
Why can't we do that?
And that's
Because
the thing.
everybody always says, well, you're not perfect. There's a difference between, being perfect and making mistakes and making bad choices.
Read
There's
that.
a big difference. Okay, so
read Swift.
Swift said most people need a detox from society, at least 3 months of living off the land with no phones or internet.
Right.
He said society's system is what creates the mental problems in people. I agree, and I definitely feel like this current generation of kids, I feel like these type of mental issues are so, it's just at a state where I never thought that it would be. Like, you hardly meet a kid that's not in a depressed state. You hardly meet a kid that has this outlook on life, and it's like a trend. It's really sad.
What's up,
Very
Freddie?
sad. Hey, Freddie. And like you said, you're brainwashed through social media and stuff like that. You're brainwashed, but also through these trends that these kids have. It's nuts. It's crazy. It's cool to be depressed, and
It's like
it's just nuts.
It's just like, to me, perfection is 3 levels: spiritual, mental, and physical.
Yeah, comfort zones. That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
It's about breaking us out of our comfort zones a lot.
It's in all 3 of those categories. Is levels in all 3 of those. It ain't just one level. It's multiple levels.
Right, just news. That's basically
You know
what
what I'm
we're saying.
So to break down your carnal nature, the damn desires, the lusts, the passions, the you know what I'm saying? You have to break that down spiritually. You can't do it no other way. It has to be a spiritual connection with the Most High for you to break down your carnal nature, to get you to where you would act. And this is the problem with these institutions, these religions, because they're not focused on. He says, facts, mom, exactly. We need to be perfection, the Most High image, to be used for His purpose. Exactly. We are in the image of the Creator. We just ain't acting like the Creator. We acting other than, because the enemy's at work. He's full time. We should be full time, unplugging out of this matrix on a daily basis. That's how you be perfected, by cutting out nonsense. If people negative, they got to go. Whether if they family members or not, they got to go. And a lot of times people, when they keep be tied in because that's your mom or that's your pop, if they toxic, they got to go. Period. How you gonna be around somebody that does not want to change?
And they're draining your energy.
And they draining your energy. Oh, boy, that's my mama. You know, I love. It don't matter. If she's whack, she got to go. You love her, you respect her, but she is too toxic for you to be around. She's draining your positive energy up out of you. But that goes for anybody.
It does
Friends.
go for anybody. I always use mom just because I cut off from my mom.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, I like to speak from my point
It's
of
not
view,
that you
but-
don't. It's not that you think you better, but you know better. And when you know better, it's your duty to do better. There's no excuse.
Right, some people you don't even have to fully cut ties with. You just need lots of space from them, like lots of space from them. You know, you could call every couple months and say, "Hey, mom, how you doing? You still alive? Okay, great. You know, wonderful, nice to hear your voice. Okay, great."
Right.
And hang up the phone and call back. You know, a couple of months later just to say, "Hey," or a couple of weeks, or you know, keep a short conversation and be cordial. But you cannot allow that, you know, around you.
And like I said, I'm not saying
Love them from a distance.
but
Exactly, Texas.
I'm not saying that some Christians don't have some good intentions, but singing and dancing ain't gonna get you to be perfected, baby.
Yeah.
There's levels to this. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, it is you have to cut off a lot of ties with a lot of things. Music, movies, news. You know what I'm saying? Negative people.
Right.
Yourself.
Yeah, you gotta cut yourself off. Exactly.
But yourself is first.
Right.
Because your mind can play tricks on you. You dig? It can play some tricks on you, baby.
Right.
It can play some tricks on you. You be like, all of a sudden, you be sitting there, you be like, why I'm thinking about this for? Like, you have to fight that jump.
Right.
That's a negative thought. Fight that jump. Right? Some people, some relationships are better from a distance. It is. And like I said, we not telling people don't care about your peoples. You know what I'm saying? But if they are toxic, they have to go.
We gotta protect ourselves.
You know what I'm saying? It's about yourself. It's about self-preservation at this point. Because you can't help others if you don't help yourself first.
Right, not only that, so what, you're destroying, their life is all messed up, so you're going to destroy your life thinking about their life, or, you know, focusing on them, or whatever. It just don't make no sense.
It doesn't. I mean, self-preservation is about...
Like, they're destroying your life with their BS.
If you can't change people around you, change the people around you.
Exactly.
That's cold. I like that. I like that. That's great.
Yeah.
That's cold-blooded. Oh, man, that's cold.
Tyler said that's why I had to move out of my dad's house. Hey, Tyler.
Tyler, what up?
Wait, but sometimes it's not even just parents, you know, it's friends. Sometimes it could be a spouse. All sorts of stuff.
Yeah, if they don't, I mean, it's levels to the game, man. You know what I'm saying? And
you know, sometimes people, our surroundings, just based off the people that we keep company with, they destroy us.
mm-hmm.
You know, it's like you be so drained just thinking about
you ever try to
the nonsense.
You ever try to like this on a level, like try to eat right? And you got people around you like they want to keep bringing the junk and the fried stuff around you. Like, oh man, I'm trying so hard, but these niggas keep bringing this stuff around me. You know I'm trying, right? Yeah, it's just like you got to get rid of them now. They got to go. They got to go. You know, or you don't get high no more, but your partners want to come over and hang out with you because they ain't see you in a while. Yo, I want to come hang out. You be like, yo, you know, and you like, nah. You like I just want to come chill, but y'all smoke and drink. I ain't into that. Chill on that. You know what I'm saying? So they got to be cut out your life. He said, "What's up, yo? I had to stop talking to a lot of friends. Yeah. Like you got to.
I'll tell you one thing. When we stopped smoking weed and we stopped allowing our spot to be the hangout spot, that's the last time we ever seen a lot of people that we used to associate with. Friends, that was it. They was gone. Man, I cut off social media for a week. Best thing I ever did. Felt free. It can be a drug too if it's used too much.
Oh, yeah.
That's true, Andre. Definitely.
Oh, yeah. It can.
Good for you.
It can be. I mean, surround yourself around positive people, man. That's every day trying to master themselves, man.
Right. Social media can be good and it can be bad, just like the internet. It could be good, but it could be bad. A lot of stuff can be good and bad. All depends on how we use it.
No. There's too much of anything can
right.
make you,
yeah. Well, and Demonte, the only thing that we had in common, when you really look at it, was weed. Like, you know, anybody would sit there and smoke a blunt together. Like, you could be somebody that totally, like, don't even rock the way that I rock, but that blunt is going to hold us together. And
Exactly.
it's just, nah.
Said too much. Finally, said too much of anything can make you addicted. Yeah, too much of anything. Yeah, like eating too, like trying to eat too healthy all the goddamn time. Like it's like people think eating like people.
Remember
think,
the time that you drank too much water and you didn't feel good?
Yeah, I
like,
didn't
you had
feel
to
good.
start, like, drinking, like, a little bit of
I
something
think
else?
less. Yeah, but people think here's another like a false perception of people think because they eat healthy that they're gonna live a long life. That's not true because the plants and the fruits produces pesticides.
Right, but if you're eating healthy, are you living a stress-free life?
Yeah.
Are you exercising?
Right.
There's a lot of stuff that goes along with
Along
it.
with that.
Or you're eating healthy, you're exercising, but yet you don't take care of your damn kids. So what the hell good does any of that do for you? Come on now.
Yo, you gotta have the whole John, the whole everything. They got to be spiritual, mental, and physical. You gotta have all three, and then all three of those, it's levels to all three of them joints, and it can take a lifetime to get to the actual like to where you like, damn, this dude is dangerous right here. He ain't no joke, or she dangerous right here. She ain't no joke. You know what I'm saying? I just think about my cousin Anthony that passed away. What did he pass away from, brother? So I feel like the vegans thing is a misconception because they still eat the cells and yeah, right. That's true. Yeah. Like they spray the fruits and vegetables, even organic, with pesticides. So I mean, people walking around here talking about, oh, you drinking milk, or you eating a burger, nigga, but you eating pesticides, nigga, that causes diseases. Do the research on what pesticides do. Look it up. Google it right now if you got a chance, and look up what pesticides do to your body. They lay eggs in and inside your intestines, your colon, all that. You know what I'm saying? Like that organic crap and all that. It's a bunch of nonsense. That's all it is. We are doomed on this earth. Doomed. Yo, what's up with the... Yeah, exactly. Oh man, exactly. Worms swimming inside you every day. You know what I'm saying? Every day, do fruits and vegetables. Every day they spray that joint. And I say, yo, everybody walking around here bugging out. Not even thinking that they tight. So, from a bad heart, I'm sorry to hear that, brother. I'm sorry to hear that, man. That's crazy. So the best thing for us to do is just try to eat healthy as you can. You know, don't get a big head and an ego because you eating some avocados and some kale all the time, and you'll be drinking some alkaline oil and all that. You feeling yourself now. Now you think you're better than somebody that's eating burgers, but you're not. I'm saying you're not. You know
Can you guys hear us okay?
You know what I mean? Yeah, it's crazy how the people that they don't see these people that be out here promoting that vegan lifestyle, they don't tell you that. So they misinforming you. And I have a problem with that. So where I live, we plant our own vegetables. That's what's up. That's the only way that you're gonna know that is 100% real if you growing it yourself. If you ain't growing it yourself, and are you buying it from the store, then you eating pesticides. Period. Bottom line. You know what I mean? It's crazy, man.
The only way of...
But hold up. But the key element to being perfected or mastering yourself is to be humble. Humble, you got to get that humble pie. Being humble is the key to everything. Humble. When you humble, you appreciate the process, the blessings that you get, the drive, the motivation. You appreciate that. Then after humbleness comes patience, endurance. You know what I'm saying? But being humble is the key to everything. You got to be humble to be able to master yourself. You can't think that you're gonna be humble with a big head, pride and ego. Nah, it ain't gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. That's the key. I'm freezing now. Pride and ego are very dangerous. Yeah, very dangerous. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's killing the world right now. Pride and ego. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with having that testosterone, that masculinity, but you got to be able to control that, Joe. Yeah, exactly. You burn a lot of bridges that way. Yeah. Ego is a mother. When you can't tell somebody something, they think that they know everything. And you know what I'm saying? I don't like people like that. Like, we can all learn from each other. It's certain things I don't know. You know what I mean? That's the way it's a lot of things I don't know. And I can admit to that. But to get people online and people saying that they're a master teacher and they only got the truth, those are niggas you need to stay away from. Period. Because like I said before, one thing I know is this. You got all these people in this world that claiming that they have the answer to everything. But why are we still in this condition? That's the question you got to ask yourself. When a man says that he is a god or she's a goddess or he's a master teacher or whatever the freak title he want to give himself, why are we in this condition then? Why ain't your way setting niggas free? That's the question you got to ask yourself. I don't want to hear about you got all this stuff, but we still in this condition. Then you gonna sit here and knock other people's teachings or doctrines. We all in the same condition. Nigga, you ain't free. So how you a master teacher? How you a god? Nah, nigga, we slaves out here. That's what we are to these people. Slaves. We are cattle. We are nothing. So it's up to us to rise out of the freaking filth and garbage of ourselves. You know, it's crazy out here. Primary reason I died early. Wow. That's crazy. Yeah, man. These people that be sitting there and making these videos knocking other people for trying to better themselves and saying, oh, we messing with this. Y'all mess with that's not the truth. But we all in the same condition. But nobody doctrine is getting nobody free. Nobody. We still in the same condition. Everybody every day. So niggas ain't no masters or nothing.
Or people that be so ready for you to follow them and everything
follow them.
else.
Get the hell out of
follow
here.
you to hell. No, thank you.
Don't follow me. I'm your brother trying to make it just like you trying to make it. I'm trying to better myself. I am a work in progress. That's what I am. I am working towards perfecting myself. That's it. I'm not no leader. I'm not no master teacher. I'm not no God. I am your brother from around the way, trying to make it just like you trying to make it. I'm trying to better myself. That's it. That's it. And if anybody telling you otherwise, then you need to get away from them niggas. You need to get away from. Oh, we got the answers. You can't tell us nothing. Come on, man. Let's pull the card out. Then why we ain't free then, brother? Why your doctrine ain't getting us free then? Oh, because we all got to come together. I don't want to hear that nonsense, man. If you got the blueprint, then why the blueprint ain't working? Oh, man. I've been hearing these dudes be teaching for years since I was a teenager, man. These same dudes come online. Now they got all these videos online. Now it's on YouTube now. But before that, it was VHSs. And we still here. So if niggas had the answers, we'd have been free out this job. No, so it feel good to, pat yourself on the back because you got a little bit of knowledge about something. At the end of the day, I want to be free, baby. Nah, can you help me? Yeah, then chat got quiet. Y'all ain't typing no more like y'all was. Did I struck a nerve or something when I said that? Bring niggas to reality a little bit, It's crazy out here. A lot of these people be, this guy, that guy, this woman, doctor this, doctor that. That's what's up, man. Dude's been talking for a long time. But we still here.
A lot of them is just trying to take money from us damn poor people, just like the government, just like everybody else do. Worst part about it is they claim that they in your hood and, go through the same struggles that you go through, but yet they taking your money.
And I said before, if these leaders ain't saying one word out their mouth that's gonna be the real deal, and y'all already know what I'm probably gonna say, because I say it all the time. If they're not talking about revolution, that nigga ain't no real dealer then.
Yeah.
Bottom line.
I feel like some of them are even informants, to be honest with you.
It says they some.
I feel like some of them are there to infiltrate.
Yeah. No, they there to
cause
control.
Confusion.
Yeah, cause confusion and control.
Yeah.
That's all they there for. Keep people divided.
Yeah.
Different
And
nations of
if
people.
somebody's, somebody, or you see somebody at the corner store every single day or whatever, you're gonna be apt to hear them.
Right. So you know how that is, man.
But yet they at work.
Shout out to everybody in the chat. I'm about to wrap it up, man. It's been a fun ride with y'all, man.
Thank you so much for giving us this live stream.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it.
No, we appreciate you because this happened because of you. We appreciate you guys coming.
Yeah, man.
But we think Pops.
This is right. They create fake leaders so that the real leaders won't fill their role. Yeah, but we all leaders. That's the thing about it. And it's not about being on a major scale like how a Malcolm X was or a Martin Luther King. It's about the small little, like what we doing right now. This is small. This is minute small here. This is real small. So you wanna, I don't care if you get 3 brothers, 3 sisters. Each one teach one. You know what I'm saying? Like
and nobody ever has to be in charge. Y'all y'all got knowledge, and that's that's what the common ground is. Because I'm sure that you guys can teach some stuff to us, which is the reason why we've been trying to have people come up and say things from time to time, because we don't feel that we're the only ones that have something to share with people, Right, definitely. Demonte, I'm glad that we did get on. That's the weather was definitely crazy, and I'm sorry if anybody got nervous, but literally 15-20 minutes before we got home, we was actually in our area when the storm hit.
And trees.
As soon as we was right here, that joint got really, really crazy.
Yeah, the trees is all over the place. Everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lead ourselves
that was nuts.
first. Exactly. You gotta lead ourselves first. But don't let nobody tell you that they have the answers to everything and they got the solution. Don't let nobody tell you that. Please.
Or just listen to me. You
Like,
know,
don't waste your time with people
Yeah.
like that. You feel what I'm saying? Don't even do it to yourself. Because nobody has all the answers. I'm just keeping it 100 with you. Nobody has all the answers. And if anybody tell you that, that's a person that you need to stay away from. They dangerous. You dig it up? They dangerous.
Yeah.
They just don't. Bottom line. You know? You may have some, but you ain't gonna have all. It said you aren't got the answer. Swear. Yeah, you don't got the answer. That's right. Yeah, Kanye crazy. Texas road running. What's up, my brother?
You ain't got the answer.
Yeah, I got the
Yeah.
Yeah, man. It's like, you know what I'm saying?
That's not to say that, you know, somebody could be a brother, you know, with you, or they could, you know, want to see you do good and, you know, kind of guide you and things like that, and, you know, be there for you throughout your walk. Because we all need somebody, you know what I mean? But when the person claims that they know everything, they don't want you to research nothing, and, you know, just listen to what they have to say. You don't need no proof to back it up. Nothing, and they're flipping and bouncing stuff to make it fit their narrative and make it sound good. Nah, you gotta go.
I've been hearing dudes like Farrakhan for years. He been talking about reparations. Reparations. We need reparations. They ain't giving you no damn reparations. It ain't happening over here. We're not getting 40 acres and a mule out this job. It's not happening. It's not gonna happen. Bottom line. You dig? So, you know, it is what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? Look to yourself. You know, look. No, my fault. Look to the Creator
I'm tired. I know you are.
within yourself, if you know what I mean on that, and rely on that. You know what I'm saying? Rely on that. We are our own worst enemy. It's up to us to make life easier than what it is. You know what I'm saying? Bottom line. So shout out to everybody in the chat, man, for supporting. You know what I mean? Keep coming. You know what I'm saying? Keep coming, keep supporting. Like I say, I ain't getting a dime off this, young. I'm here because I care about you, brothers and sisters. You know what I'm saying? Y'all support us, and we support y'all, man. And you know, that's what's up, man. What you say?
Marshall.
Pick up your feet.
You
I can
stupid.
hear her slipping. When you heard her slipping?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Yeah, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Shout out to my brother DeMonte. Shout out to Sage. Shout out to Pioneer. Shout out to Texas Roadrunner. Let me see who else is in here. Shout out to Andre.
Kevin.
Shout out to Kevin.
Christopher,
my brother Christopher with the bars. Rapping dudes around them stars.
Just News,
Just News. Tyler, what up, my brother, too? He was in here.
Johnny.
Let me see who else is in here. That was about it today.
Yeah.
And shout out to everybody else that don't be in here.
Swift, he came in here and shared a couple of things.
Yeah,
The people that don't type at all, we appreciate y'all just for listening to us.
appreciate y'all.
Sometimes if you're not one to type, it's all good. If you could just say, hey, family, we'd appreciate that. But it's all good if you don't want to. Stay safe, Johnny.
Y'all stay safe, man. Stay positive, man. Challenge yourself every day, man. Do something.
Be a
Like,
better version of yourself.
Yeah, like get out of your comfort zone, man. You know what I'm saying? Do 100 push-ups, man. You know, when you get up in the morning, do 100. At nighttime, do 100 push-ups, man. Challenge yourself, man. Read, man. You know what I mean? Let's do something that's different. Let's don't do the same thing every day, man. You know what I'm saying? And
Don't be so easy on yourself. Sometimes be hard on
be
yourself.
hard on yourself, man. Put that pressure on you, because sometimes when you put that pressure on you and put yourself under that fire, man, you mold yourself into be something real good, man. Yeah. Oh, that's what's up, Sage. That's what. Yeah, I'm about to get back into it real heavy myself, man. You know what I mean? Yeah, working out is. yo, working out get you that stress come out of you when you be working out too. Hitting that heavy bag, doing them push-ups, getting on that treadmill. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Yeah, man. Plus it's nice too outside and all that. Man, hit that park. Yeah. Pressure makes diamonds, exactly. Yeah, Demonte. Yeah, man. Hit that gym, man. I mean, 100 in the clip. You know what I mean? Freaking knock them push-ups out. You know what I mean? He said in the month. Yeah. I'm about to get back into it myself, man. Heavy. I'm start working out every day. I'm challenging myself. So that's true, pops. It's yeah, a lot of tension. Blast that music in your earphones, baby. Yo, you be messing around knocking out 5 miles on the treadmill or outside and all that. Like, dang. You know what I'm saying? Work out them lungs, man. Get that. Yo, that's another thing too. To the fellas. You know why a lot of dudes be having problems. You know what I'm saying with the ladies, because you ain't getting that blood circulating. That blood got to circulate. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, dudes out here taking Viagra now. Working out is your Viagra. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I mean, hitting that treadmill. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I mean, running gets them lungs working. I'm getting that blood flowing. He said it's weird. I prefer running without music. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, if you could do it. I need the sounds in my ears, man. He said builds testosterone, exactly. Yeah, oxygen. You know what I mean? Get them oxygen. Like, yo, you be surprised. Your lungs, like they inflate. You know what I'm saying? When you running and all that, all that oxygen going into your lungs and all that. It's a muscle, man. Like we gotta use. You know what I'm saying? What we have, we don't use nothing no more.
I wonder why our heart fails us.
You know what I'm saying? Like the muscle, like the heart is made to be pumping. You know what I'm saying? Constantly, more than what it is. We sitting on the couch, letting years go by. We gotta start working out, man. So how you dealing with that problem? Oh, this dude Marshall crazy. Oh, this guy. Here you go, nigga.
Oh my. Vera don't deal with the thoughts.
He already admitted that he did.
Vera.
Well, listen, yo, you put yourself out there. Next time, shut your mouth. You know what I'm saying? You won't have to worry about that. Oh. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. I'm Ghost 5000. You know what I'm saying? Shalom, everybody, man. Peace.